All right, I think this should be a good shot. And yeah, we're looking at the Pregel River Front, what I call it, anyways. Yeah, I just needed to get away from down towards Silesia and Galicia. Ooh, there's a little dinky, rinky-dink spider. I don't know if you'll be able to see him. He's right here. It's ever tiny. Holy smokes! Good luck to you, guy. Yeah, so I just thought, you know what? Let's just go take a look at another part of of what's going on and just give my mind a. I don't know. It was kind of like I guess I don't know if at a certain point I was I had to put this. I guess when I'm sometimes like looking up from all the details, like I'm just staring at all these little things for a while. I'm like, okay, but then when I looked up at all the other things going on, like with the Warsaw Front and the Pregel River Front, I was just like, okay, this is getting a bit overwhelming here. And I was just like, holy, this isn't actually very overwhelming. Like you're going to be in a lot of trouble if you're feeling like this when you start playing much more condensed units or whatever. But anyways, I was just like, okay, you know what? Maybe like just go to a different front for a while and get your mind off of that because there's an awful lot of moving parts I got to start figuring out of how to. And when I started looking at this Pregel River Front thing and how to go about it, I think I've set up, yeah, I've got 3 objectives or 3 priorities for this area. And when it started to take shape, I went, hey, wait a minute. This is inadvertently me thinking way ahead. But in a weird way, it seems like an easy way of thinking way ahead, I guess is what I'm saying, because I'm not doing every little step like in detail. I've just laid out my objectives or my priorities, and for that to happen, things need to be in place by November, and you'll see why. The first thing I need to find out about is what did I write here? Yeah, I know the Russians are entrenching in one of these hexes. I think, if I remember correctly, this has already been entrenched. I'm not positive. I'm pretty sure, but and this is a thing where I'm like. In 2 things with the fog of war or whatever, not knowing. One is, yeah, I'm keeping him, and I don't care if it's unrealistic in the sense of like I should know a lot of things. It's like, okay, then if that's the case, I should be writing it down as the German player, and so on and so forth. And I didn't, and I forgot, and that's my own fault. That's the way I'm looking at it. So in other words, if I find this important, I should be writing these things down next turn. However, I would like to know historically, or like what are the odds that the Germans would go, hey guys, there's a bunch of people starting in trench works over here. I don't know like how easy it was to hide that type of stuff. So yeah, I wrote, I know that the Russians are entrenching in one of the hexes along the Pregel River Front, but I can't remember. Would this be an activity easily detected by the Germans? Should it be a die roll? I don't know. It's interesting to find out. But so I also want to find out how the decision was made to start stripping the German fortresses of their garrisons. I don't know if that's the right word. I should go look it up in the dictionary. God, that's another thing. I love having a dictionary around and just like zipping off. I'm like, oh, I get to learn a new word. And then, of course, it zips off to another word because I'm like, I don't understand the word they use to. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, just give me a simpler word from the word you use to. Oh my God, it's just like nuts. But anyways, so I want to I want to find out how was the decision made? Due to the fact that because I want to start planning for this in November. So did this take a few weeks? Like how did I know that Hindenburg mentions this in his memoirs where he said, oh, I don't know when he started talking about, oh, we can get rid of all the once after. I think he was mentioning like once the first army had been the second army had been wiped off the face of the earth, basically. you know, and he was like, okay, we can do this, that, and the other thing. I'm not perfect, but I know he does talk about taking troops away from the fortresses. So I'd like to find out how that decision was made, because I don't want to be a bit too gamey in my decision making here, but I do want to plan ahead and not just constantly react. So my first priority is going to definitely be identify the trench works. I need to get that stopped quickity quick. And yeah, obviously the second priority is going to be to destroy them. So I'm not doing any attacks until I figure out where that trench works is being done, and that's going to be the only attack right now, I think, because I want to get everything ready for a massive attack in November. That's basically it, and I want to start using it with the stripping of the German fortresses. And the way it's been seeming, the way they're going every month, it seems like ding, they get more supply points. So yeah, so I think most of the activity then is going to be in the south, obviously, and I'm just right now going to start preparing, like I said, for a massive attack in November. Darn it. And maybe one other thing I did want to talk about. Doodly deep. Where the heck did I write this down? I'm going to say it again, and it's not. It's not about the unmentionable, but man, do I love core HQs, and I can't wait to find out how to use them more. I do. Okay, I'm going to introduce you to, well, Jeff, I guess I'm going to call it, like I said before. So that's going to be the 49th, the 50th. I'm just stealing them from but because I remember where they are, supposedly, like I say that now. Okay, 1508. Remember, 1508 is where the second. So that's going to be, I don't know if it's two chutes and ladders. I'll have to put it down on the thing here. Hold on. So that's going to be what I'm calling the German Expeditionary Force. And you're at 0808. So that's going to be that's Jeff. Welcome to Jeff. And the German Expeditionary Force. And they're going to be a completely independent unit. All they're going to do, like I don't want reports from them, and if they're into trouble, let me know. Obviously, type of thing from Supreme Command or whatever, but that's it. They're off on their own little merry way, and I love the idea of a discrete little core HQ expeditionary unit, and I would love to try it out in other games. And I like the idea of having a cavalry unit with them to do, oh man. And I'm starting to wonder if maybe I would like to see, don't worry, I'm never going to stop playing the Weltkrieg in my mind. That's not happening. But I wonder if, like, I know that there's a game called, which I have upstairs, the Cossacks are coming. I'm wondering if that, I don't know what scale it is, but I'm starting to wonder, like, I seem to like perhaps a level of detail a little bit, or the scale a little bit down more or whatever. Like maybe the highest level I would like to see. I would love to play this game. Of course, it'd be a hell of a lot longer, and look how long I'm taking to play this one. But maybe the largest level I would like to see is a corps and go down a drop. So I don't know what I don't know how many more drops you would go. We're at a brigade and then regiment. Battalion, is that it? But so you would never see a division kind of thing, is what I'm saying. That would be interesting. Because I seem to be fascinated with this little core HQ stuff and all these little, and yet again with a core HQ you can't do a lot with their, but think about a core HQ. If you've got let's say 10 strength points and you've got 10 supply points with your core HQ and a cavalry unit. Okay, so that cavalry unit never has to be, well, within reason. I'm saying wintertime and all that stuff. But, length and from line of communication. But let's not think about, we're talking about normal land here. You don't have to worry about supply for the cavalry. So you've got, yes, and I understand that it's only 2 supply points for an attack, so that's only 8 strength points. And I just said, oh, let's have 10 strength point, whatever. just remember, you're going to probably suffer a bit of damage. So you've got 2 points reserved there. You see what I'm saying? So you've already got, you now have, think about that. If you got, I mean, that's a lot of, I don't know about you, but I think that's an awful lot of attacks, small attacks, but there's still 8 strength point attacks, 5 of them. 5 individual attacks. That's pretty good. Like 5 turns worth. I'm just saying, like I just love this. There's something there, is what I'm trying to say. For my brain, anyways, there is. What else is there? I think there was. There was. I'm trying to also like get prepared for when I do play against another human being. I often need to do these things, I guess, for myself. Is like I like having little mottos or little lists or whatever. So these are going to be my four things that I'm going to think about, or try to constantly think about. And it seems to be a lot. It's making me feel a lot better, and it's getting me away from anxiety or being maybe a bad sport. I'm just saying I don't want any of those kernels ever to appear, ever. You know what I mean? I would like to put up as many flags as possible. I'm not saying that. No, that's not. I'm just saying. Bear with me. So, anyways, the first thing I would like to always remember when I'm playing an opponent, or myself as well, is have fun. That's the primary one. Nothing else. Like, that's the biggie for me. Number 2 is be respectful of your opponent, and I mean that not only in the sense of as a human being, obviously, but I mean as an opponent in the sense that, they're probably going to be bringing their A game and so on and so forth. And be respectful. That person wants to have a good time too. You see what I mean? It's not just about me, in other words, is what I'm trying to say when I'm playing an opponent. The third one is learn. Like, this is the thing too. This is another thing. And the fourth one is try real hard. And that's it. You'll see that winning is not in there, because, to be honest with you, I mean, that's kind of like, part of it. And don't worry, I'd feel great if I won. But I don't want that as being any part of it, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't know. I'm just always with gaming anyways. I'm always like, come on, man. Like, be positive 100% all the time. It's so much other not. And I mean, gosh, as well as look at the subject matter, for crying out loud. It's not, this is not Bed of Roses material stuff as well too. So like, anyways, that's what I'm going with. And I think that's about it. Jeepers jumping, and all I wanted to do was talk about the Pregel River Front. But anyways, welcome to Jeff and my crazy neurotic whatevers. Okay, have a good one.